Hello, everyone, and welcome to this webinar on Zoho Social. I'm Elizabeth, and I'm going to help you make the best use of Zoho Social for your social media marketing efforts. In this webinar, we'll discuss how your brand can easily use a social media tool to tap into everything the social media world has to offer, right from creating a great brand presence to engaging with potential customers. So, why turn to social media? We know that most people go to social media when they want to learn about a product or a service, apart from doing their research on popular search engines. This is because people always trust what their friends recommend or share, and they follow brands they love. In fact, Pew Research Center conducted a study where they found out that more than 91% of brands are using more than one social media platform. So, as a business, it makes perfect sense to maintain a presence where your customers are. We understand that your presence on social media is an integral part of crafting a brand image and engaging with your followers. But when your business has a social presence on multiple channels, switching between these networks can be difficult or, let's say, unproductive. And that's why we built Zoho Social, a social platform that helps businesses of all sizes manage their social media presence. There's so much to social media marketing, right from scheduling and publishing content, listening to and engaging with your audience, and analyzing the performance of your social networks. And that's why we've put together this webinar to help you make the best out of social media for your business with Zoho Social, and it's never been easier. So let's move on to the product. First of all, what is a portal? When you sign up for Zoho Social, a portal is automatically created for you. Your portal houses all of your brands. What is a brand? A brand represents the social channels for a single entity or a business unit. When you first log into Zoho Social, you can set up your brand by connecting the following social channels: your Facebook page, Twitter profile, LinkedIn company page, LinkedIn profile, Google My Business listing, and Instagram profile. Now, let's say you want to manage more than one of these social channels under a single brand. For example, if you want to manage two Facebook pages or two Twitter handles, you will then have to create another brand and connect these additional social channels. Now, let's say you've created new brands like Zilker Travels, Zilker Co, and Zilker Cafe in your Zoho Social portal called Zephyr Digital. You can go ahead and manage each brand's social channel separately. You can also set up multiple such brands in your portal depending on your paid plan. So to summarize, your portal houses all of your brands, and you can connect any one of the 6 social channels to each of these brands that you create. Let's start by creating a new post on Zoho Social. Click on the New Post button, and all the social channels that you've connected will appear here. To deselect social channels, just click on them. Type in your content. To publish this post immediately, click Post Now, and your post will go live instantly on all the social channels that you've selected from your Compose window. But if you think you need more time to get the content right and then publish the post, you can choose to save it as a draft and bounce off ideas with your team and work on it later on. You can also choose to schedule your posts well ahead of time. You can choose a specific date and time of your choice and click Schedule. Now, once you've decided to schedule your content on a date and time of your choice, you also have the option to schedule your post to be repeated multiple times across social channels. You can set posts on repeat to remind your audience about upcoming events or important updates that they might otherwise miss. When you're scheduling your posts on a date and time of your choice, you have the option to repeat the post once every week or month. Now, if you're choosing to repeat the post once every week, select a date of your choice and choose to repeat the post until a particular date of a month and click Schedule. Now let's look at how we can schedule your post using publishing queues. While managing the social media accounts for your brand, you might want to set up a schedule for your content plan. This is particularly useful if you want to maintain a consistent posting schedule so your audience can expect to see content from you at regular intervals. A custom queue helps you ensure that your content is spread out across time and helps you avoid overlapping schedules. Now, to set up publishing queues, head over to Brand Settings, go to Publishing, and add a custom queue slot. Simply hover your mouse over a particular slot to delete the slot. You can add up to 25 queue slots for the day. Now, once you've added custom queue slots for a particular day of the week, you can choose to clone them to copy them to another day. Simply hover your mouse over the custom queue schedule for any one of the days where you've already set them up. In the pop-up window, choose the days you want to copy the slots to and then click Clone. Now heading back to the post, if you want to find the ideal time to post when you want to grab the attention of your target audience, you can use the Smart Queue feature on Zoho Social. Create your content as you usually would and then click the Smart Queue feature. If you're on the first week of using Zoho Social, the Smart Queue will not display publishing suggestions. It will at least need 7 days worth of data to base its predictions on. And all this is based on predictive analysis and data mining from our end. The difference between Custom Queue and Smart Queue is that Custom Queue has unique time slots that you can set up, and Smart Queue provides time slots based on engagement of your audience. Now, you also have the option to bulk schedule content. To do this, head over to the Post tab and click on Bulk Schedule. There's a checklist here that you can follow to upload your files. We've created a sample template for you also for you to upload your content according to the format suited for this feature. So you can upload a CSV file, XLS file, or an XLSX file. Click on Schedule. With this, you can save a lot of time and effort by uploading multiple posts at once according to your preferred dates. So if you've been planning your social media posts on a spreadsheet, or you've been switching to Zoho Social from another tool that you've been using and you want to move your scheduled posts from, this feature will help you upload multiple posts in one go, thereby saving a lot of time and effort. Now let's head back to the home screen. Now once your post goes live, people will start to engage with your brand. With the live stream, you can follow a real stream of updates of social notifications to learn how your audience is interacting with your brand, right from your Zoho Social homepage. This will show you various types of social activities such as likes, retweets, mentions, follows, replies, shares, and wall posts. Now here's where it gets interesting. This isn't just a real stream of updates. You can click on any one of these social activities to get more information about the person or the brand and the kind of social activity they engaged in. For example, a specific post that they liked or the post that they commented on, and so on. Zoho Social automatically adds this user as a connection, and the Connections tab is right here. A connection is anyone who has interacted with your brand in terms of liking, sharing, or commenting on your posts, and I'll talk a little more about that in detail. Now coming back to the live stream. Now let's say you click a live stream notification. It'll give you contextual information to work with. You can also choose to discuss the interaction with your team collaborators in the Collaborate tab. We'll get back to how collaboration works a little later. Coming back to live stream, you can always click on the Know More link to know more about a particular connection from the Connections tab. Clicking on this will take you directly to the person's or the brand's connection profile so you can see more information about them, like their interactions with your brand and so on. You can also look at their social media profile. Now here is where it gets very interesting. You will be able to view their details, their recent interactions with your brand, and their recent posts on the channels you've associated with them. To directly engage with the post, click on the like button or the comment button. Alright, now let's head over to the brand health. It's important to stay on top of your brand's performance on every social channel, and brand health helps you with precisely that. It provides you the stats and numbers that helps you understand how your brand is doing on a particular social channel. This tracks all the numbers that matter to your brand and social media marketing efforts. So how does this work? By watching 4 key metrics: total audience, active audience, engagement, and the stories created. The stats in green signify growth or progress, while the ones in red indicate a drop or decline. You can learn more about what each stat means by hovering over the question mark near the title. You can view all the recent posts published on various social channels neatly arranged for you to find out how your audience is responding and engaging with your social media posts. Head over to the Posts tab to view all your published posts. You can view the posts that are published across various social channels by clicking on the icons over here. When you click on a particular post, you can view engagements such as the number of likes, comments, shares, or retweets your posts have gotten, and you can directly respond to them from right over here. You can also take a look at the basic stats such as the total number of clicks, the number of people who've shared the post or created stories about it, and opt-outs that show you the number of people who've reported your post or hidden it from your timeline. Head over to promoted posts and you will see a list of all the posts you've promoted through paid ads. Right now I haven't really promoted any posts and that's why the post tab is empty. Head over to scheduled posts and you will see a scheduled post view based on the type such as custom scheduled post, bulk scheduled post, custom queued post, smart queued post, and repeat scheduled post. Also, there's an interesting feature called pause and resume post. To do this, head over to brand settings, click on publishing, and go to publishing preferences. The pause and resume feature in Zoho Social helps you with unforeseen emergency situations when you may need to put your scheduled posts on hold. Click on the pause posts. The pop-up that appears will prompt you to leave a message for your team members. You can choose to go with the default message or write one on your own, and this will be published as a discussion which can be tracked from the Collaborate tab. Now I'm going to go ahead and click on the pause button. This button will effectively hold all scheduled posts from going live. To resume your post, click on the resume button the same way you paused your post. During a pause mode, there may be many posts that you've pre-scheduled which don't get published because their time has lapsed. You can easily retrieve these scheduled posts and publish them again. To do this, head over to the Posts tab and you will find a section called the Unpublished Posts. Here, the posts which haven't been published will appear under a subsection called Unattempted Posts. From here, you can do the following. You could either edit the contents of this post, discuss it with your team members, or republish the post altogether. Now the fail posts view displays all the posts that fail to go live due to certain technical issues, like when your account needs to be re-authenticated to Zoho Social, or when the post contains images that are invalid, or it could also happen when you duplicate content. So make sure you double check before publishing your posts and space them out evenly across the month. Head over to the draft section where you can brainstorm and discuss further about each post idea with your team members. With the help of the publishing calendar, you can always make sure that your content is spread out evenly across the month so you don't overwhelm your audience with a lot of repeated posts. This practice will not only help your brand increase engagement, but will also avoid spamming your audience with the same content multiple times in a week or month. Here, all your scheduled posts will be neatly organized in a calendar format, making it easier for you and your team to manage them. You can adjust your calendar view on a monthly basis or a weekly basis. So what can you do with your calendar? You can schedule posts and plan for future posts by clicking on this little pencil icon right here. Planning posts in advance will give you enough time to craft thoughtful posts and engage with your audience better. Next, you can modify and perfect your posts. Just click on a scheduled post and either rework it or delete it altogether. You can also jump slots to reschedule posts like this. There may be times when you feel like shifting your focus towards posts that matter to you most. In that case, click on the filter button. You can select your post by network, post type, and post authors and click apply. And all the posts that they have scheduled will appear here. Now coming to Facebook lead ads. Whether you're a retail outlet, a fashion brand, or an automobile company, an integration between Zoho Social and Facebook lead ads will bring great value to you if you use a Facebook lead ads account. Oh, and if you have a Zoho CRM account, it makes it even better. So make sure you watch our webinar on Zoho CRM integration with Zoho Social and learn how to leverage this power to map your leads to your CRM. You will be able to collect every lead you generate from your lead ads in real time. What that means is you no longer have to manually download CSV files from Facebook to view your leads. You can export the lead list as CSV file and view the stats related to each lead. After you're done connecting your Facebook lead ad account, Zoho Social will automatically pull in all the ads that you're running from that ad account. You will get a complete view of all your lead ads and lead forms, and you can track your leads along with the status of your Facebook lead ad campaigns and lead ad forms. Click on a lead ad to view the likes, comments, share counts, and more. You can also view accurate numbers and visual data from which you can derive quick insights into how your lead ads are performing, the number of leads generated, and the most engaged demographic for your ads, and the type of devices they are working well on. You can learn more about your leads by associating them with their social profiles on other networks, gain context, interact better, and instantly update details about them within Zoho Social. Now let's look at the Monitor tab. We understand that it can be challenging to listen and respond to every social interaction, and that's why we created Zoho Social's Monitor feature, so you can listen and respond and keep the conversation going. The Monitor tab helps you discover conversations and opportunities to learn, help, and collaborate with others. You can also create multiple columns to display specific content based on what's important to your business. Engage with these posts by liking, commenting, or retweeting them directly from each column. To add a column, click on this button and select the column that you wish to add. For example, if I wish to add a keyword search for hashtag travel, Zoho Social will list out all the posts that have hashtag travel, and I can choose to save this column in my monitoring dashboard. You can also discuss a particular post with your team members by clicking over here. Suppose you spot an interesting profile or an interesting hashtag in the monitor, you can decide to track a particular hashtag or a user by viewing posts under that keyword in a pop-up like this. You can then choose to click on Monitor to add it directly to your Monitor section and engage with them directly from here. This is possible not with just hashtags but with users as well. Another interesting feature that's part of this tab, and I'm quite sure you'll be fond of this, is the advanced keyword search on Twitter. With this filter, you can narrow down your Twitter keyword search results to only focus on those tweets that are relevant for your business. You can filter content based on keywords, include retweets, or choose the type of media post that you want to see. You can also look for tweets made by certain specific users or based on certain locations and click on the Apply button. Go to the @mentions column to view conversations in your Twitter columns and see the original tweet that started it all. The threaded view of these posts will give you more context for each conversation that you choose to take forward. You can also receive and respond to reviews and ratings on your Google My Business listing right from here. You can also personalize your dashboard view by simply dragging and dropping columns on your dashboard. So this way you can monitor a lot of things relevant to you and your industry by adding various columns. Suppose you interact with a prospective customer and then they decide to send you a private message by asking you the prices of a package, or maybe wants to discuss certain important details about a trip and so on. Where would you go then? That's when you head over to Messages. You can not only engage with the potential customer from here, but also keep a tab on their interactions the user has had with your brand, update his contact info, and so on. Under the Message tab, you can also view private messages that come into your Facebook and Twitter inboxes. Now let's head over to Connections. This refers to anyone who has interacted with your brand across multiple social accounts in terms of liking, sharing, commenting on your posts, or tweeting or sending direct messages to you. Zoho Social will automatically update your connections list with everyone who interacts with you, and you can see and manage all of them from here. Let me briefly go over the different types of connections view. The connections who've engaged with you most, people who you follow on Twitter, people who follow you back on Twitter. You can view your muted and blocked accounts. Click on a connection to include any personal information you know about them, like their phone number, website, location, and add a description. If you have interactions with the connections on more than one social channel, like I mentioned before, you can also associate these social channels to their connections profile. Some time ago, I had mentioned the option to discuss. Let's try that with this connection. By clicking on the Discuss button right here, it'll take you directly to the Collaborate tab. On Zoho Social, you can use the Collaborate tab to have internal discussions with your team members. You can discuss content, reports, connections, and deliberate on any actions that you would like to take. Now, I'd like to discuss this particular connection with a team member of mine. Now, all conversations thread have a unique label assigned to them: discussions, draft, post, connections, or report. So you can filter your feed this way, making it easy for you to identify what exactly you're looking for. You can also glance at your team members' profiles by clicking on their names to see what they've chosen to share with you. So to sum up, you'll find the option to discuss across the product. You can brainstorm and come up with awesome content ideas with the help of your team members, update each other about the different things you're working on, share insights that you get from social media, and plan your marketing efforts accordingly. Now let's head over to reports. This is where you come to find out what has worked for your brand and what hasn't. You can analyze the impact of your social media efforts right here. This generates relevant numbers and analysis to qualify your brand's performance. You can use these graphs to visualize how you're reaching your audience across social media channels and identify what's working and what's not. Zoho Social offers two kinds of data sets to understand your brand's key metrics, that is, stats and analytics. First, let's look at the basic stats. Here you can find performance metrics such as page views, the demography of your audience, languages spoken by your audience, etc. You can also choose the kind of graphical representation that you prefer by clicking right here. When you click here, you can either view your stats on a pie chart or on a bar graph. We also have the advanced reports or the analytics section. Analytics is a smart number crunching feature built within Zoho Social. This offers in-depth insights and comparative analysis of your brand's performance across various networks. So you can check your social outreach, what kind of content is working best for your business, when best to post, and what your connections are saying about your brand, and so on. You can view this data for different time frames by clicking on the calendar icon from the top right and choose options such as past 7 days, past 15 days. Right now I've chosen past 30 days. Now there are two types of reports available on Zoho Social, the standard report and the custom report. Under standard report, you can filter and view reports of the social networks of your choice. First, click on the social channel of your choice. Under stats and analytics, you will be able to see metrics such as key stats, how your brand is performing, social outreach, where your connections are located, etc. And you can click on the ellipsis where you can share, discuss, email, or export the report as a PDF or a PNG file. To create a custom report, select this button from here and enter a title for your report. Now from the menu, select a channel by clicking on the social icons and then choose the available stats. You can choose to save your report or choose to schedule the report. There's your report. You can send the report that you have customized to your team members either daily, weekly, or monthly, and you can change the file type to a PDF or a PNG file. You can also delete these reports altogether if you wish by clicking on the delete button. You can also revisit and edit an old custom report and make the changes you want. Here I'm adding another metric. Once you're done, all you have to do is click on the update reports. Now to export the report as email, just click here, add your team members' email IDs and click send. So that's about it for reports. Let's head over to brand settings. Brand information. Simply put, this consists of information about your brand. Social channels. You can view all the social channels that your brand is connected to. You can also connect or disconnect a social network at any time. When you head over to publishing preferences, you can set up link shorteners of your choice. You can select a link shortener that you want to make your default one. Zoho Social has a default URL shortening service, ZURL, and that's free for all the members. But if you do have a Bitly integration, you can connect it here. Now head over to brand members. In Zoho Social, you can have multiple members managing different brands. If you are a portal admin, you can add members to one of the three predefined roles: portal admin, brand admin, or a user, depending on the level of access that you'd like your members to have. You can also create new roles by clicking on roles and permissions. Now, when you sign up for Zoho Social, a portal will be auto-generated for you and you will be assigned to the role of a portal admin. Brand admin is the admin for a specific brand and they can perform the actions within a particular brand, including managing social channels and inviting team members to the brand. And a user has access to all the features but won't be able to manage social channels or add more people to the brand or portal that they are part of. To add team members, head over to Brand Members and click on the Invite button. Enter their email address, add her as the brand admin, and click on Invite. Now all your pending invitations will be listed here. Under Brand Members and All Members, you will see a list of all the members along with the roles and channels that they're allowed to manage. To remove a member, all you have to do is click on this icon and select Remove. Now to create a new role on Zoho Social, all you have to do is head over to Roles and Permissions and select Create a New Role. Allot permissions to this role and select Save. You can receive notifications from social channels as well as for a particular social action. Brand notifications notifies you of all the activities happening across social channels that you've connected to your brand. Notifications include tweets, retweets, direct messages, wall posts, and @mentions. Team notifications are sent out for the following actions: when a new user joins a brand, new discussions, updates and discussions, comments, shares, etc. There are 4 types of actions that users can receive email notifications for. When a scheduled post goes live on all social channels, when a scheduled post fails to go live on social channel gets disconnected from Zoho Social, and when someone @mentions them in a comment. The audit log keeps track of some of these activities for each brand when admins create roles, invite users, updates roles and permissions for team members, adds and removes members, and etc. In an effort to be GDPR compliant, the audit log records data for up to a year in its archives, besides displaying a month's worth of data in its product audit log page. So now we've come to the end of our webinar. So to summarize, we've looked at how important it is to manage your brand's presence on social media, because that's where most of your customers are. You will discover potential customers you never knew existed. In a time where social media does most of the talking, monitoring the efforts of your social media marketing and engaging with your prospects to win them over is exactly why your business can benefit from using a complete social media management tool. I'd like to mention that you can easily make use of the social media management tool through Zoho Social's mobile app. It's easily available on iOS and Android phones, so make sure you download your mobile app right away. Feel free to get in touch with us at any time. If you enjoy this webinar or if you'd like to share your experience with Zoho Social, tweet to us at Zoho Social or use the hashtag Zoho Social. You can also write to us at support@zohosocial.com. Alright, thank you so much for your time and I hope you have a lovely day.